Hi all, a warm welcome to all of you in the today's daily current affairs session on EduTap. My dear learners, I hope that all of you are healthy and preparing well for our upcoming exams. And when we talk about exams, the current affairs plays a very important part, and PIB is one of the most important source of these current affairs. And that is the reason that I am back with a very interesting session in which we are going to discuss the National Digital Drugs Data Bank. So my dear learners, before starting the session, if you are new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us. And you can also join our Telegram channel to get the PDF of these sessions. And my dear learners, to join this Telegram channel, kindly click on the link given in the description below. So now, moving towards the session, let's get started. So my dear learners, here is the very first question before all of you, and you are required to answer the question in the comment section below. And the question is, the Competition Commission of India has released a report. The name of the report has been mentioned here, and here you are required to tell me that this report has recommended. In this report, CCI has recommended to create dash consolidating the real-time data on active pharmaceutical manufacturing companies in the country. See, for the consolidating real-time data, a particular recommendation has been made by CCI in this particular report, and you are required to tell me that what exactly this will be called. Whether it is National Digital Drugs Data Bank, the National Drugs Data Center, the National Drugs DG Kendra, National Drugs Quality Data Bank, or none of the above. So my dear learners, this particular part is really important as it was really recently in the news, and that is the reason that you are required to cover this particular news in detail. So my dear learners, let's move on to the news and let's find out the right answer to this question. So here you can see from the headline of the PIB itself that the National Digital Drugs Data Bank. So my dear learners, recently the Competition Commission of India, see, it is a body in India which works on the ways in order to foster the competition and curb the anti-competitive practices in India. And this organization has recently released a report which has been titled as the Market Study on the Pharmaceutical Sector in India, Key Findings and Observations. And my dear learners, under this report, CCI is recommended. See, the Competition Commission of India has recommended strict enforcement on the drugs quality standards in order to boost the price competition among the generic drugs. Okay. And apart from that, under this particular report, Competition Commission of India has also recommended the creation of a data bank which is having the real-time data on the active pharmaceutical manufacturing companies in the country. With this recommendation, CCI aims to address some information asymmetry which exists in this particular sector, and this data bank will be called the National Digital Drugs Data Bank. So my dear learners, I hope that this is very much clear that Competition Commission of India under this particular report has recommended the creation of National Digital Drugs Data Bank, and this data bank will be a this data bank will comprise of a real-time data on the active pharmaceutical manufacturing companies which are presently existing in the country. So I hope that this is very much clear. Now what exactly this National Digital Drugs Data Bank will do? See, this particular data bank will be made available to the regulators, industry physicians and consumers, and this has been launched to address the information asymmetry in the sector. So what kind of information they are talking about in this particular thing? See, these information are related to the information gaps on the grant of licenses, inspections and the prosecutions for the non-compliance which are being launched by the drugs authority, and they are not complied by the manufacturing companies. And this is the reason that this National Digital Drugs Data Bank has been recommended to be created, and this recommendation has been made by the Competition Commission of India. And my dear learners, it is also going to provide key inputs in mapping the regulatory needs of the different states. And my dear learners, on the similar lines, On the similar lines, the National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority, which works under the Department of Pharmaceuticals in collaboration with the National Informatics Center, has launched a pharma data bank. And my dear learners, this pharma data bank is going to provide a platform to the pharmaceutical manufacturers, marketing, importer, distributor and companies, where they can file mandatory returns which are being mentioned under the Drug Price Control Order 2013. So on the similar lines, they have recommended the creation of the National Digital Drugs Data Bank. So I hope that the aim of this National Digital Drugs Data Bank has been clear to you, which organization, through which report it has recommended the creation of the National Digital Drugs Data Bank is also clear. So now let's move on to the question and let's see that what exactly is the right answer to the question. So my dear learners, when we talk about the question number 1, I really believe that after this discussion, it is really very easy for all of you to answer this question, and the answer to this question is option A, that is National Digital Drugs Data Bank. So now we are moving towards the next question of our today's session, which is here on your screen. So my dear learners, here the practice question number 2 is on the screen. The question is, with which one of the following countries India has recently signed a memorandum of understanding towards promoting scientific and technical cooperation in the marine science and ecology? See, recently India has signed an MOU with one of the countries in order to promote scientific and technical cooperation, and here you are required to tell me that what exactly is the name of that country with which India has signed this particular MOU. So now let's discuss the news and let's see that what exactly is the name of that particular country with which India has signed this MOU. And it is very much clear from the headline of the PIB itself that India and Vietnam. See, India and Vietnam has signed this MOU towards the promoting scientific and technical cooperation in the marine science and ecology. And my dear learners, this MOU is the first such agreement between these two countries, that is India and Vietnam. See, whenever there is a news article related to an MOU, please make sure that you are covering the entities which are involved in signing up of that particular MOU, because an MOU is always signed between two or more than two countries. So here whenever MOU comes up, always try to cover the very first important thing, that is the name of entities which are involved in that particular MOU. And when we talk about this news article, India and Vietnam are the two countries which have signed this MOU. And what exactly is the aim of MOU? This is the second important part to remember from this particular news article, that is promoting scientific and technical cooperation in marine science and ecology. And my dear learners, when we talk about the key areas of cooperation that will be there as a part of the MOU, then this is the coastal erosion and vulnerability, then it is mapping marine ecology, critical habitats, the ocean observation systems, marine pollution. And apart from that, my dear learners, this particular MOU is also going to help the two countries in sharing the expertise in providing technical solutions towards the problem of coastal protection. So my dear learners, I hope that this particular news article is also very much clear, in which you are required to remember the name of the entities, the name of the countries which are involved in the signing of this MOU. And apart from that, you are also required to remember the aim, that why exactly this MOU has been signed. So I hope that this is very much clear. Now once again moving towards the question. And the question was that with which country India has signed this MOU? And my dear learners, the right answer to this question will be option D, that is Vietnam. So Vietnam is the right answer to this question, as India has signed this MOU with Vietnam. I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And now let's move on to the homework question number 1, which is here on your screen. And the question is, which one of the following countries has honored Indian Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi with its highest civilian award? And the name of the award has been mentioned here. So my dear learners, recently one of the countries on the occasion of their National Day has honored Indian Prime Minister with one of its highest civilian award. The name of this award has been mentioned here, and you are going to tell me in the comment section below that what exactly is the name of the country which has honored our Indian Prime Minister with this its highest civilian award on the occasion of its National Day. whether it is Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, Bangladesh and Nepal. Do answer the question in the comment section below. Now moving towards the second homework question, and all of you are requested to answer the question in the comment section below. And my dear learners, the question is, who among the following will chair the committee which is being set up by IFSCA? See, recently IFSCA has chaired the committee, and this IFSCA stands for International Financial Services Centers Authority, and it has made a committee for creating a framework for the transfer of stressed loans from domestic lenders to the permitted financial institutions in IFSC. See, this particular committee has been mandated to study the provisions under the RBI directions which pertains to the transfer of stressed loans from domestic lenders to the permitted financial institutions in IFSC. And my dear learners, in the question you are going to tell me the name of the person who is going to be the chairperson, who has been appointed as the chairperson of this particular committee which has been recently set up by IFSC. So my dear learners, please tell me what exactly is the right answer to this question, whether it is Navrang Saini, AK Goyal, G Padmanabhan, MK Jain or Sunil Mehta. Do answer the question in the comment section below. So these two are the homework questions that all of you are requested to answer in the comment section below. Now my dear learners, moving towards the star performers. So when we talk about the star performers, we are having 3 star performers from our previous session, that is Nilesh Suryavanshi, Singhi Reddy Prabhu, and we are having Nikhil. So these are the 3 people who are the star performers. And who are these people? Who have answered the question correctly which we have asked as the homework question in our previous session. So my dear learners, if you also want your name to be mentioned here in the upcoming session, do answer the homework questions in the comment section below. So my dear learners, that was all from our today's session, and I really hope that today's session was useful and fruitful to all of you. If you have liked the session, please give a thumbs up in the comment section below, and if you are having any queries, then you can drop us a mail at hello@edutap.co.in, and you can also call us at 8146207241. So my dear aspirants, thank you for joining us. Wish you all happy learning.